Damn.
Gervonta "Tank" Davis is making waves again with his training footage ahead of his fight against Lamont Roach. And the boxing world can't stop talking about it. His speed, strength, confidence, and skill make him a dangerous opponent, and they might even make Roach think twice about taking the fight. The American superstar is incredibly talented in the ring and remains undefeated in his 30 professional fights. With lightning-fast hands and electric speed, many compare him to his former mentor Floyd Mayweather. But what makes him even more dangerous is his knockout power. Davis is back in the gym, getting ready for his fight against Lamont Roach on March 1st. New footage shows him in the ring training with his team, hitting the pads with incredible speed. Tank threw short, sharp punches at a crazy pace, leaving fans in awe. His hand speed is unreal, and people couldn't stop talking about it. One fan called it simply incredible, while another said, "He is just on another level, so talented." A fan pointed out that nobody noticed Tank, a natural southpaw, was training in an orthodox stance with perfect foot placement, proving he's on another level. Fans also started predicting his next fight, with one saying, "Tank vs. Roach isn't going to last very long." Another fan added, "He looks fight-ready now." Davis only fought once in 2024, knocking out Frank Martin in the 9th round. That was his only fight since his huge win over Ryan Garcia in April 2023, where he finished him in sensational fashion. Gervonta Davis is giving his all to make sure his last dance in boxing is unforgettable, training with intense focus. Lamont Roach doesn't seem like he can handle the best version of Davis, and some believe his recent comments and social media arguments are just a way to hide his nerves before the fight. Tank and Roach have had their share of online clashes, and this time was no different, as the WBA super featherweight champion took a playful jab at the undefeated 30-0 boxer on his Instagram story.
Nah, not yet. I'm just trying to focus on him right now, and then once we get him out the way, then we can,
Speaking of other title holders in the division, we know you were close to the Lomachenko fight. Shakur Stevenson is another title holder in the division. Shakur and Schofield are fighting. What are your thoughts on that?
Roach posted a selfie with the caption, "I'm now to the gym, man, you be cool, like how you be cool," suggesting that while Gervonta Davis is busy with online drama, he is focused on training. Tank didn't let it slide and reposted Roach's story, warning him by saying, "Laugh now, your son's going to be crying later," making it clear that Roach will regret his words on March 1st. Davis then got personal, adding, "And you better not be over there freaking pretty girl, because you know what the crowd leaves, what's right behind them, the women," taking a shot at the 29-year-old. As the exchange continued, the insults became more personal, with Roach firing back with another selfie and caption,
Your thoughts on that fight?
No thoughts.
Do you have a prediction on how that fight would play out?
Don't care.
We know that you got off of Twitter, your Instagram.
Roach fired back with another selfie, saying, "Your man back at it again, lol. Stay focused, champ, I'm working," and advised Tank to worry about his own priorities instead of online drama. While both fighters continue their back and forth, it's clear they would be better off focusing on training. It seems even Gervonta Davis regrets getting into this argument, as he later expressed his frustration on social media. The Baltimore native posted, "I'm a low-key type of guy. This being in the public eye is killing me, fam," showing that he rarely engages in online battles and feels uncomfortable with the situation.
We know that you were an interested observer on the Netflix event, Paul versus Tyson. Your thoughts, is Jake Paul someone you'd want to take on at one point?
Yeah.
The 30-0 boxer further admitted, "I'm not chasing no image at all, nor a female. I be Gucci away from this stuff," making it clear that he doesn't care about fame and is happy with his life and family. This confession is similar to his past retirement talk when he said he was tired of the sport and just wanted to spend time with his family, stating, "After next year, I'm out of it. This sport is trash, garbage, I'm fed up." However, despite his frustrations, Davis has put all doubts aside and is fully focused on his upcoming fight at the Barclays Center. He was even seen rocking a new ponytail look, showing his renewed energy. While the online drama excites fans, most would rather see Tank answer all the hate inside the ring, just as he has done throughout his career.
Our philosophy is to just start slow too, and not let him see my shit. And just see who's gonna win these first bullshit rounds, because I'm not gonna give you none of my shit. I'm gonna put my dick on the line today. I'm gonna bullshit the first 3 rounds just like you, nigga.
This fight is unique because both fighters are world champions, but they come from different weight classes, so it won't be a unified title fight. What makes Lamont Roach different from most of Gervonta Davis's recent opponents is his size. Tank is used to facing bigger fighters who drain themselves to make weight for a title shot and big payday, which often leads to poor performances. However, that won't be the case with Roach, who will be moving up in weight to the 135-pound lightweight division where Davis currently competes.
Nah, then the nigga keep talking about some no disrespect. Come on, bro. Like, come on, bro. You's a real fake nigga, for real. Like, you's a real fake nigga. Fuck is you hating for, bro? Every time you see me, it's what up, shawty, is that, and you know how you talk. Fuck is you talking about, bro? I'm really him. I bring any type of smoke to anything in my way. Fuck is you talking about? I am him in that ring.
Lamont Roach is expected to look better in the ring on fight night than Frank Martin, Ryan Garcia, and many of Gervonta Davis's recent opponents, who seemed drained when they faced him. But while that sounds good for Roach, there are also downsides to this fight. Usually, the boxing world is excited to see what Tank will do next, but many fans were disappointed when his fight with Roach was announced in December. Roach is a solid fighter, but he isn't a big name and doesn't have major wins. Fans want Davis to fight top opponents like Shakur Stevenson, Vasily Lomachenko, or Devin Haney. Of course, making a mega fight like that happen isn't easy, but some feel that Davis is playing it safe and avoiding big risks. When called out on this by a fan on social media, Davis had to defend himself. A post questioned whether 2025 would finally be the year Davis fights top opponents, and even brought up his age in comparison to his resume. One fan quickly defended Tank, pointing out that his wins over Ryan Garcia, Frank Martin, Isaac Cruz, and Jose Pedraza were all legitimate, especially considering how he won those fights.
They've been knowing each other from the amateurs, silver gloves, everything. They grew up actually together, you know. Roach and him, back and forth battles and whatnot. It's going to be a pretty interesting fight, you know what I'm saying? Because Roach he come to fight.
Davis agreed with his fan and took some subtle shots at fighters who have fought his leftovers, like Rolly Romero, who faced Isaac Cruz after Tank beat him, and Devin Haney, who fought Ryan Garcia after Davis dominated him. Tank knows he's fought plenty of great fighters, and that's why Teofimo Lopez thinks this fight is a mismatch, not worried about Lamont Roach's championship status.
And if you don't match that, you know, you never gonna know how great you really are. And I've done that a few amount of times already. I jumped out that box and done that. So I have yet to see Gervonta come out of that box yet. You know what I'm saying? They're about to put him with a guy at 130 pounds. Whether he's a champion or not, you're getting a guy lighter than you to come up and weight to make you look good again.
I'm saying they're going to put him up against a guy who weighs 130 pounds, whether he's a champion or not. You're getting someone lighter than you who's moving up in weight to make you look good. I can dominate any of them.
All right, guys, turn out and face the crowd. Turn out and face the crowd now. Cameras in the back, guys. Hector, camera in the back. Camera all the way in the back.
This fight is shaping up to be a technical battle with an exciting undercard. Both fighters are strong, and while Tank is a heavy favorite, experts and boxers aren't completely counting out Lamont Roach. Fight Hype spoke with Richardson Hitchens and Kenneth Sims Jr. to get their thoughts on the fight, and their answers might surprise you. Hitchens, the undefeated super lightweight from New York, talked about the history between the two fighters and the similarities between Tank and Roach. He warned fans not to underestimate Roach and believed the 25-1 boxer would surprise everyone, making it a brilliant fight.
Years ago, I want to say like 2016, 2017 years ago. I think it's a great fight, you know, because this guy Lamont Roach, he came up in that same type of like environment as Tank. You know, they both are DMV fighters. They both school kind of. They both got a kind of like a lot of some.
Lamont came up in the same type of environment as Tank, and they have a lot of similarities. A lot of people are writing off Lamont because of his loss to Jamal Herring, but he has shown consistency over the years, said Hitchens. He talked about how Roach has turned his career around since the loss in 2019. The 180-pound boxer promised the fight would be a technical showcase and said he was looking forward to it. When asked who would have the upper hand in a technical fight, Richardson Hitchens said it would be a great technical battle. He added that Tank is a defensive genius, knowing how to protect himself and maneuver in the ring.
He came up in that same type of like environment as Tank. You know, they both are DMV fighters. They both school kind of. They both got a kind of like a lot of some.
He further stated that if the fight goes into the later rounds, Tank will have a clear advantage because of his nearly perfect defense. According to Hitchens, Roach should try to finish the fight early, as if it goes to the later rounds, there's a high chance Davis will control the pace and get the result he wants. While defending Roach as a capable opponent for Gervonta Davis, Hitchens added that Tank isn't just picking an easy fight, saying, Lamont probably knows how to fight better than a lot of guys Tank has faced.
A lot of some similarities. They both boxed each other numerous times. And I think that a lot of people riding Lamont off because of his one loss with Jamal Herring. But
female heavyweight champion Claressa Shields, a sworn enemy of Gervonta Davis, surprisingly gave a very balanced prediction.
He's very skilled. Tank is Tank. And when I say Tank is Tank, I mean like he's a bad man. He can fight. He's tough. I know we had our dispute back and forth or whatever, but at the end of the day, if we talk about just boxing.
Hey, absolutely.
I don't know why everybody's sleeping on Lamont, but he has a decorated amateur career too. He's a very tough and skilled kid, said Claressa Shields. She acknowledged that Tank is a great fighter, calling him a bad man and tough. While she hasn't forgotten their past feud, she added, I know we had our dispute back and forth, but at the end of the day, if we're talking just boxing, he's a good fighter, and I look forward to watching that fight.
And I look forward to watching that fight.
Is this a pay-per-view fight though? Would you buy it? Are you gonna buy it?
I've bought any fight that Tank has had pay-per-view, and I think that Lamont.
When asked if it was worth a pay-per-view fight and if she would buy the ticket, Claressa Shields replied, I've always bought any fight that Tank has had on pay-per-view, and I think Lamont Roach is worth watching. I think this fight is going to be very technical and skillful, and as always, we'll see Tank's power on display. Let the best man win. On the other hand, Tim Bradley called it a tank protection program, saying, this dude looks like a total fraud. Put him in the ring with someone who can punch back. This is the tank protection program, and it's been going on for a long time with people bringing fighters up from slower weight classes to face Tank. Tank looks spectacular, but it's a cover-up.
The dude looks like a total fraud. Put him in the ring with somebody that can punch back. This is the tank protection program. This has been going along for a long time, people. Bringing fighters up from a lower weight class to get in there with Tank. Tank looks spectacular, but it's a cover-up. I'm gonna tell you right now, I think Tank is a good fighter. Are they saying they don't have an opponent for him? Yes, you.
He added, I'm going to tell you right now, I think Tank is a good fighter. They're saying they don't have an opponent for him, but yes, you do. His name is De Los Santos, and the fans won't mind paying for a De Los Santos fight. But they're covering something up, and I don't know what it is. Is it the power of De Los Santos they're worried about? Tank was doing a lot of talking when Shakur Stevenson put everybody to sleep with De Los Santos, but he won't step in the ring with him. That's the fight everyone wants to see. No one's going to pay for this pay-per-view with Lamont Roach. People will show up because it's Gervonta Davis, but those pay-per-view numbers you're chasing are going to be a wishing well.
His name is De Los Santos. And the fans wouldn't mind paying for a De Los Santos fight, but they're covering something. I don't know what it is. Is it the power of De Los Santos they want?
On the other hand, welterweight sensation Kenneth Sims Jr., who has fought against both Roach and Davis, also shared his views about the fight and what these fighters must do to win. At first, the boss man avoided predicting the fight as he was on good terms with both of them, feeling it would be a bit disrespectful. However, he later gave in and spoke about how he and Roach shared some good moments during their nationals when they faced each other in the semifinal.
Through the years, he showed he got consistently better and better. He silenced out the critics. He went and grabbed him a world title, and I think that it's definitely a fight that, like, a great fight for boxing. I think that boxing fans are trying to, like, basically shut Lamont out. I don't know, maybe because he's not a big name or just smaller.
When asked what both of them need to do to win, the Illinois resident mentioned that both Roach and Tank are counterpunchers, so one of them will have to step out of their comfort zone to get the other to open up. He also pointed out that Gervonta Davis is a slow starter, and it takes him time to get into his groove. Tank starts slow, but as the fight goes on, he picks it up and gets busy, said Kenneth Sims Jr. To win this fight, Tank will need to attack earlier than usual, or it might be too late, given how fast Roach boxes and picks up points early in the fight.
I'm looking forward to watching the fight.
Do you think the fact that it is going to be a technical fight, do you think that favors Lamont, or does it favor Tank? Because I think a lot of people...
This was a surprising take, given how most have written off Lamont Roach in his lightweight title debut. However, when asked about his views on the Gervonta Davis vs. Lamont Roach fight, promoter Eddie Hearn said that Roach is a good fighter and that the overall reaction to the fight was unfair. Following the announcement of the clash scheduled for December 14th, many were surprised by the choice of Roach as Davis's opponent.
What do you think of the announcement of the Gervonta Davis-Roach fight?
I think that, it's had a lot of criticism, but
This fight once again shows the stardom of Tank, as he was once again allowed to hand-pick a challenger.
not a bad fight. Lamont Roach is a world champion. He's smaller than Gervonta Davis. The problem is not many people are aware of who he is or his ability, but he can.
Fans were not happy with the announcement, as Roach is unproven against top stars like Tank. Furthermore, he will have a disadvantage coming from a lighter weight division. However, this will be Roach's biggest fight ever, and with his title not being on the line, he can perform without much pressure. Roach will move up to 135 pounds from 130 pounds, where he holds the World Boxing Association title and insists he is a tougher challenge than Martin, whom Tank beat in 8 rounds in June. "I'm not Frank Martin," the 29-year-old told Cigar Talk. Frank Martin started boxing when he was 15. He didn't have the experience to be in there with someone as skilled and experienced as me. I've got the same skill level as Tank. I've got the same experience, the reflexes, the ability, and the IQ. Roach has already faced Davis twice in the amateurs, losing by decision both times. Since then, he has won 6 straight fights after losing a unanimous decision to Jamal Herring in 2019 for the WBC Super Featherweight title. He secured the WBA title with a split decision win over Hector Luis Garcia in November 2023, whom Tank knocked out 10 months earlier. Davis, from nearby Baltimore, has won 28 of his 30 professional fights by knockout. However, Roach insists he has the chin to stand up to Tank's power.
Coach Calvin, assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam, what's going on?
How you feeling?
Man, okay, okay.
The face of boxing, Gervonta Tank Davis, just been released to the public. We know now, December 14th, Houston, Texas, he's going to be facing a very tough opponent in Lamont Roach.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell us?
Roach asks why people think he'll end up like those who lacked the experience and skill, adding that he believes he has a strong chin. "I got hit on my chin a couple of times, but nobody's ever dropped me or seen me hurt in a fight. The power might be a little different." What do you think about Gervonta Davis's preparation for Lamont Roach? Do you believe Lamont Roach, a fighter moving up to a new weight class to face an undefeated boxer in his prime, has what it takes to shock the boxing world? Share your thoughts in the comments section. That's all for now. Stay connected for the best updates on boxing news, moments, events, and actions by subscribing to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you're alerted when we drop quality content like this. Until next time, peace out.